Boom, baby. We are live. What is up? It's me, MLD. Welcome to Interview with the Man, episode 837. Wow, what a time to be alive, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're going to talk about a American woman that's been going viral lately on X, and she's been going viral for all the wrong reasons. This is an American woman who's berating and belittling her husband. And the whole world has seen this now. You see, this is why you never talk about your relationship in public. And it is ideal if your wife or girlfriend is in a relationship with you and she wants to take it seriously, she probably shouldn't be talking about your private matters on social media. We're going to go into this. This is an episode about game and frame. And as we know, the person who's at fault here is the man, because it is his wife. She is his responsibility. And because of this whole situation, now their whole family has been exposed because this woman is so dumb that she's willing to expose everything about her family for social media clout, which is just the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. But yeah, shout out to Brandon Hines. He says, WMLD, saw you in FNF chat yesterday. Can't believe how many people seriously follow that incel math guy in the RP. Thank you for calling him out. Yeah, this guy, Homath, I'd like to have him on the channel because I'd like to debate him. I would. It wouldn't be a debate. It would be a massacre, quite frankly, because this guy is such a crybaby. This guy makes me sick how much he cries. And he is one of these white guys that has like this God complex about himself. And he thinks he's so superior. And my question to these people, the God complex, is, well, if you're so smart and you're so superior, why are you broke and why you got no women? Because as a man, top two objectives in life: get money, get women. Like that's your prerogative. Your protector, provider, procreator. But you got these drawings, and you can tell how a person is based upon his handwriting. His handwriting is a little schizo. His drawings are a little schizo. And then he has a whole schizo audience. You know, you're never going to see me on here, whining about, oh my gosh, girls, women are such the boogeyman, bro. You kidding me? But look, I'm going to tell you guys something that is kind of been a revelation to me lately. Okay. I'm calling you to transform to be an above average man. I am not calling you to be an average man, because the average man has those problems. Those are problems for the average man. I don't deal with that because I'm not average. Okay. I'm sexy man. I'm a very hard worker. I know how to fight. Okay. I know how to make money. I know how to make a lot of money. And I'm self-taught. I came from poverty, physically, emotionally, verbally abused as a kid. You know, I overcame everything to be where I am right now. Live streaming to 40 something people. Thanks for the shadow ban, YouTube. But it's not going to slow me down. It's not going to stop me, because this is just another hurdle that I've got to overcome. And that's what this channel is about. It is about rising up beyond where you are. So if you're a guy that wants to do better, all right, and you want to learn about how to manage your wife, manage your frame, manage your game moving forward, today's episode is definitely for you. All right. And my message typically works well for people who are coachable, who have a little bit of career success under their belt. You know, if you're making like $80,000 a year or more, and you're watching me and you're like, why am I alone? Why am I frustrated? Why is any of this happening? You guys are the easiest people for me to fix your life problems. The easiest. Okay. So if you need help, book a consultation. We could do one of the 20 minutes or 40 minutes, and I'll fix you. I'll fix you. I'm the best, bro. I'm the best. Listen, I'll tell you this right now. I'll go on record right now. There's nobody in the whole red pill space, men's self-improvement space. There's nobody better than me. There's nobody. They may have these vanity metrics. They got more subscribers. They got more views because they're doing more toxic stuff to get more attention. But if you actually want to be a man that transforms, you want to be a man that actually gets a change in his life. You want to be a man that levels up. You want to be a man that is, when you hear the problems of all these average men, you're just like, wow, this is just so foreign to me. If that's what you want to be, if that's what you want to do with your life, I'm the guy for you. I am the guy for you. And you'll see, everybody will see, because I'm working so hard behind the scenes. You guys have no idea how hard I'm working behind the scenes. I'm working so hard to get something new off the ground. And you try stuff and you fail. I spent $100,000 to move into this Tokyo studio, buy all this camera equipment, everything. And then my guy that's supposed to help me get all the recruitment for the girls for the Tokyo Love Show loses his mind. Boom, $100,000 lost down the drain. Show goes on. You see, winners lose more than losers because winners try more. I just take that one on the chin, shake it off. Let's go. Round 2, round 3, round 4. I've got infinite rounds in me. Okay. So everything is going to be A-okay and beyond A-okay. So if you're watching today's episode and you're ready to learn, and you're one of those guys that I explained at the beginning right now when I said, you know, you're making $80,000 a year, you're kind of just floundering around, struggling, frustrated, I am the guy to help you. I will transform your life. I've been doing consistently since 2019, since I started live streaming, and I'm only getting better as every year. You're going to see in the Hawaii documentary that's coming out too. So let's get the party started, and I will be right back.
Connection established.
Make money, make muscles, learn game, hold frame. It starts with learning dating, and then you move on to something else to push humanity forward. That is the philosophy of modern life dating.
I am teaching you how to be strong. I am teaching you how to be powerful. So when bad things happen to you, you don't quit. Okay, because you don't know how. Because you don't know.
No, if I'm not going to explain to myself.
Listen, in normal conversation where people aren't sitting around and patronizing you because you're loud and obnoxious, and a lot of people don't want to confront you and tell you that. But I'll tell you that right now, young lady. You're very loud and obnoxious and you're rude.
You wanted to blow it up and make me seem like something I'm not, and I didn't appreciate that. But that's okay. You can do what you want to do for your content.
Oh boy, somebody's triggered.
And
She's
you can do
triggered.
that. No, Adam sent me a clip.
You should want a woman that you can build with.
She can build me a sandwich.
My man,
It's common sense in every other country in the god world, but here you got to get out of god Venn diagram and be like, hey, don't post half-naked photos of yourself because you're gonna attract fucking predators. What is up? Guys, I got to tell you something. You want to hear something behind the scenes about social media land? I don't know. I got to tell you, the you know, what I'm seeing behind the scenes with a lot of creators and stuff, a lot of people are leaving YouTube. YouTube is not going. I'm going to tell you this. Remember, I guys told you about Blog Talk Radio? Because look, here's the thing. All right. We can sit here and I can drone on about the show and blah, 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 blah. Right. What's up, Rudy? They ain't never going to stop me, bro. They never. I'm actually going to talk about what's going on with my channel and stuff right now. So here's the thing. There's a couple things that I've kind of come to the conclusion. You know, a lot of creators are moving from YouTube to Instagram. And I get so many views on Instagram, guys. I get like just on my story, my Instagram story for Interview with the Man. Here, I'll show you the account because I'm kind of like I'm restructuring everything right now. Do you guys want? I just want to talk to you for a little bit. Do you want me to just get straight to the episode? I live to serve. So if you want me to get right into today's episode, I'll get right into it. I just want to share some stuff from my side. I like to have a dialogue. I like to have a conversation with you guys. But if you want me to just shut up and do the show, I'll do that. I live to serve. I am your servant. I am your little brown slave. I am your racially ambiguous slave. Half white, half Indian, 100% your slave. Let me know. This is MLD. I keep getting flashbacks to the crypto mindset Vegas party. I think a fat Mexican spiked my drink. Oh, wow. What is this jacket? This is something you and your husband do not wear. This is a designer brand. This is called Burberry. See that? Can you know what that means right there? This is big pimping, spending G's. Okay. Look like a Sith Lord in this thing. Don't hate on my jacket. I look fine. Listen. I'm a very sexy man, okay? Because you can't take that away from me, okay? I'm a sexy, young, good-looking, rich millionaire. No one can take that from me, okay? New money. How would you know you got no money? Dr. Melons. Funny lady. Hey, what's up, bro? Marriage causes divorces. Hey, I didn't know you watched me on this channel. That's great. That's great. Anyways, you guys, can I let me see. Let's hear a good rant. Well, it's not a rant. Okay, WMLD, Exodia, the forbidden one. If Exodia says it, we got to do it. And then the new next. Much love to you, bro. See you watching all the time. So appreciate you. Okay. So let's talk about this. I'm going to show you. If you don't follow this channel, so this Instagram that I'm about to show you, this is the main one, okay? Now, this Instagram here is a good account. When I will post, this is Interview with a Man, by the way. And when I post certain stories on here, the story gets like 10,000 views. 10,000, right? Now, on YouTube, I have 224,000 subscribers. And for me, I get on my knees and thank God if a YouTube live stream gets over 2,000 views. And that just, okay, you have to understand, as a business owner, and as an entrepreneur, a very successful entrepreneur, a one-man show entrepreneur with contractors here and there, okay, it is frustrating, and it becomes a bad business decision to do business with clientele like YouTube, right? Because I put in a lot of effort. Okay, like this camera alone that I have here, this solo camera here, it is a Sony FX3. Just go home with just type in your devices. Sony F like Fox, and then X like X-ray, and 3 like how many bitches I got in rotation right now. Okay, and you will see that it is not a cheap camera. The lens on top of that is an additional $2,000. Okay. that, you know, this microphone looks like just like some weird thing. Okay. This microphone was like, I don't know, like $400 or $500. I got a mixer over there. I got like a friggin' turbo computer as well. All this stuff costs money. The rent in this studio, this penthouse. I'm in the studio 1, and then studio 2 is the main living room. Okay. the rent here is $4,000 a month. Okay. Now, why am I saying? I'm not saying this to show off to you guys, but I'm saying this to let you guys know. At some point, if things don't change on YouTube, it doesn't make sense for me to be here anymore on YouTube. Maybe I'll go to Party, maybe I'll go to Kick. But the organic reach I'm receiving on YouTube is 100% being throttled. They are definitely doing something along those lines. But on Instagram, I am getting amazing amount of views. So I'm working behind the scenes, and I'm working with a really smart guy, super smart guy. Some of you in the deep community, you have spoken to him. He wanted to interview my top performing students. And he has been telling me a lot of stuff. And then what's crazy is I'm not going to name the guy, but at some point I had done a live stream with a guy and his message was a little shaky, whatever, right? This is about 4 years ago. And through my digital marketing expert that I have working with me to optimize all systems, this guy that I had way more followers, way more everything, and I still have more followers and more international. Like, I was in Hawaii walking down the streets, and some guy was like, MLD. I was like, oh my gosh, people still know me. This is wild, right? I mean, I don't know. It happens. I don't know. I'm out of touch with like the Western world, because I get noticed all the time in Tokyo too. But for me, when I go to America, first of all, when I go to America, it's like a foreign country to me. I'm like, oh my God, you know. And I send pictures of fat women to all the girls I'm dating. I'm like, look at this girl, look at this girl. I'm like, oh my God, they're so fat. But yeah, I get noticed, and I get noticed everywhere, like everywhere. I went to like a strip club. I was taken to a strip club by somebody on the Tokyo Crypto Show. Not going to drop any names. And then I ran into a guy in there. He's like, oh, MLD. I was like, wow, this is wild. But anyways, so I worked with this guy 4 years ago. Fast forward to now, I see this guy, and his brand is doing $1 million per month. And guys, yesterday I wanted to Hulk smash my whole house, bro, when I heard that. Not because I was mad at the homeboy. I'm mad at myself. Here I am thinking, oh, make a couple million a year. I'm big dog. And then I hear this. I'm like, what? I'm sorry, could you say that into my good ear? I thought I heard you call me Ace. Did you say $1 million a month? So, wow. How did you know? Did I say that? That's funny. I'm 50.09% white and then 49.1% Southeast Indian. Shout out to Anoop, wherever he's at. My Indian brothers. Anoop, Barry, my thumbnail guy's an Indian guy. You know, pretty funny. Anyways, that you guys, I love you guys for paying attention to me. I love you all. I seriously, from the bottom of my heart, I don't know what's going to happen, but I honestly want to tell you, if you are watching me right now and you support me, and most importantly, you're not Dr. Melons, I love you. I love you so much. Every single one of you guys. So, yeah, man, what an eye-opening thing. Like what is an eye-opening thing? Piyush, bruv, now I'm his fan. That's right. Just do a cooking show. Can you wear that the tank top when we FaceTime the other day? You know, you're wearing that nice tank top. Can we do a cooking show on that? Let me know. But yeah, I'm a big fan. Big fan of you guys, Piyush. Big fan. Love you guys. But anyways, so I mean, that was a very eye-opening moment for me. And the thing is, it's like, I don't want to speak this into existence because I do believe that what you say becomes true. And that's why I say I will overcome this. I will beat this. Even if I have to start a whole new channel, I will beat this. I will overcome. I am a conqueror. I am a doer. I am a guy who gets things done. So, JMC, John, have you thought about creating a school group on Alex Hormozy's platform? I will be personally meeting and speaking to Alex Hormozy in Las Vegas in less than 2 weeks. I have personally booked a one-on-one, I've booked a workshop where I will have access directly to Alex and Layla Hormozy. I will be printing out all the analytics of my business here and showing it to them. And it's going to be good because anytime I set myself to do something, I do it because I am a man, and you too can do the same thing if you're watching me at home. Okay. So that is true. Yes, we shall overcome. That's right. I like the positivity, Dr. Melons. So anyways, I said all that, say this, and we're going to iron things out and stuff. I know a lot of people are quick to want to call me washed up or whatever. I don't know how you get washed up, but I guess I understand why people would say that, because they look at like the YouTube view metrics and they're like, oh, this guy's a loser. I'm like, well, if that makes you feel better. So good things are coming. We are fine tuning everything. I will possibly be offline for maybe 1 or 2 weeks. I do need to fly to Korea, and I need to get surgery because apparently, thanks to these brilliant Japanese doctors, I've been going to these multiple doctors, and I've been like, my knees hurt. Like, am I getting old? Like, are my legs weak? Can you tell me what's going on? Nobody knew. I went to one doctor, right? And doctors are all stupid. Okay. By the way, they're just bumbling idiots. They're just like the rest of us, trying to like, whoa, who the hell was that? You know, but I found out through accident. There's somebody in my Passport Bro community. He's a Korean guy, and he works in the orthopedics and stem cells area. Nah, bro, these Japanese doctors suck, bro. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. Okay. Feel free to take off the jacket off, bro. I got a little Hawaii weight on me. I'm not gonna lie. I came back home. I was 197. This morning, I've been dieting for the last 3 days. I'm already down to 192. Jesus is real. Hallelujah. But now I'm actually on a pretty strict diet because I don't want to go pulling up on the Hormozis looking like, you know, Johnny Swoleface. That was an exclusive for Hawaii. But they had just did some x-rays, and they're like, oh, looks like you have early stages of osteoarthritis in both your knees. I was like, great. Fantastic. So then I talked to my Korean doctor, or my Korean friend. He referred me to a doctor in Korea, and they're like, we need you to take these MRIs. I was like, straight up, let's go. So I went and get these MRIs. I didn't know what I was looking for. The Japanese doctors didn't say anything. We mailed this stuff, you know, like super express mail to get to Korea immediately. And then my friend was like, hey, listen. He's like, has no Japanese doctor told you both of your ACLs are fully torn and have been fully torn for at least 5 years. I was like, wow, makes a lot of sense. And here I am redlining my body, fighting, like clipping people, stunning people, and kickboxing, big guys too, you know, piecing people up and doing it with 2 cooked knees. So I have to get surgery on both knees, and then I'm going to get stem cells while I'm there too. And so Korea has some of the most advanced, or actually not some of the most advanced stem cell care on the planet. And so what they're going to do is, and this is really intensive, and I got to go alone to Korea. If there's any hot dude army member in Korea that would like to help me, holler at your boy. I know I got one Mexican guy out there, Oscar. I don't know if he's out there anymore, but so basically they need to do my knees one day at a time, and then they're going to drill into my pelvis, take out the bone marrow, take out the stem cells, and then put those into my knees, and I'll be able to buy about 5 to 10 more years on the osteoarthritis. But the way that medical technology is advancing, I should be good to go, no problem. And I have a trainer and peptide coach and hormone coach and all that stuff for the immediate recovery. As soon as I get this surgery done, the recovery will be starting, but I will be in 2 knee braces and can't walk and relatively bedridden for about a week. But you guys know me. I'll probably just like put the laptop on my stomach in the bed and be like, hey guys, I'm here. Okay. Yeah, no, I can't. Yes, this is good. This is good. I mean, you shouldn't be calling your husband a hoe, and you should pay attention to today's episode. I'll teach you how to respect your husband, Dr. Melons, and Mr. Dr. Melons. I live to serve. I'll help you crack this loose-lipped woman into shape. But you can't do much when both your ACLs are fully severed. Not Itaewon, not Gangnam. I don't want to disclose it, but it's there. So there's that. So anyways, no, it's not. ACLs are only used for, no, it's not, dude. Let me tell you something. The amount of times my knees have buckled and came out of the socket during some aggressive sparring matches is like brutal, bro. You guys, you don't know the pain. You don't know pain. That is brutal. It was brutal. It's brutal. It's brutal. So anyways, we're going to get that done. We're marching forward. So a little bit of an opening rant, but I don't want to just touch base with everybody. How are you doing? Is everybody okay? Right. Before we get going, don't forget to hit that like, comment, subscribe button. If you're watching on replay, every little metric helps. You guys, you have to understand to get out of this YouTube algorithm hell that I'm in right now. Okay. We need everything. That's why I made the cheap memberships. Okay. The cheap memberships, like the 99-cent membership, just click the join button if you want. Every little thing helps in the algorithm because YouTube is pushing this membership thing now because they're trying to compete with Twitch. If you guys remember, Twitch does like Twitch subscriptions and everything. They're copying that business model. And so if I have more people that are members and stuff like that, it is going to be beneficial in the algorithm. I'm working guys, my dream in life, like I would be so happy. I would cry and I would thank God if I could just get to the point where I'm consistently pulling in 1,000 live stream viewers. That would be really make me feel so good about myself, make me feel good about the brand. But I've been Johnny Consistent since 2019. I used to live stream hardcore to 25 people and be happy about it. And now we got, between this Rumble, all the platforms right now, what are we at? We're over at like 230 or 130, excuse me. So yeah, we just got, when life is hard, guys, and if you're a man, life will be hard. When life is hard, you just got to put your head down. You got to put in the work and you got to get through these rough patches, because these rough patches where you feel like, oh, I'm defeated. Oh, I can't do this. This is so hard. That is life breaking you down and pushing you down and just destroying the old person who you were so you can level up to be the new person. So I am not going anywhere. I'll live stream to one person. I'll live stream to Dr. Melons alone and fix her bad behaviors. Okay. If it comes down to that, but I know you guys won't forsake me and leave me alone with her because I don't trust myself to be alone with that woman. Okay. She's a little scary. So, yeah, that's us here today. All right. That's today's show. I'll see you later. No, I'm just joking. But anyways, we're cooking. We're working on everything, and things are going to be really good. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. That is dedication. Yeah, it is. You know, and I think too, like, you know, God bless them, whatever. But I want to read something to you guys that I wrote yesterday to everybody who watches me and who pays attention. I wrote a special message to you. It's hard to, like, I don't know if you guys do this. But if you go to my channel, take a look here real quick. Okay. If you go to my channel, there's a post section. You click here or here. This is where I put my post. And I wrote this message and I want to read it to everybody. And it's something that really came, like, really kind of jumped out at me recently. So I wrote, I just got back from 10 days in Waikiki, total paradise, working with 12 amazing guys who were all in, ready to level up their lives. One guy even ditched his old excuses and started owning his path right there on the beach. Shout out to the doctor. You guys know who he is. You guys in Waikiki. You guys will see in the documentary. It'll be probably out by next week. Then I hop back online. Holy crap, this place has gotten toxic. What started as a movement to help men land a girlfriend, build a solid marriage, or just enjoy dating, now it's morphed into grown man losing the damn plot. Content creators out here pushing pheromone soap to attract women. Our favorite bald Canadian, the champ of getting finessed by women back to back in his life, spouting vague alpha nonsense or just dunking on women like a sport. This is the biggest thing. We are in the dunking section. Okay. Nobody's talking about how to get better. There is no guaranteed information out there. There's nobody offering transformations in the red pill space. There's no boot camps, no training boot camps, no pickup boot camps, no like how to look good boot camps. Okay, guys, say what you want to say, but at 39 years old, I feel like I look really good. I feel like I was looking at myself in the mirror today and I was like, damn, I am a handsome man. And thank you, God, for making me a good looking man. Because God forbid if I was ugly, I would probably need to buy Lambos and Ferraris and crap to get girls. Okay. Anyways, this is not what I stand for. Never have, never will. Okay. This channel, Modern Life Dating, is about one thing, which is helping you succeed and find real happiness in dating life. That's it. No gimmicks, no BS. So what's your next move for me? Tell me what you want to learn. I am forever a servant to you all, and I've dedicated my life to turning men's lives around. Drop it in the comments. Let's figure this out together. I love you all, MLD. And I got some good comments. If you guys want to leave comments here, that'd be great. 55 up likes, up votes. Shout out to TJ Hammer. This guy's been following me forever. He's like, follower from back in the original MLD days, MLD. You never deviated. Stand firm. Appreciate you. So if you want to come here and just ask me some stuff. Somebody asked me, do I have a OF coupon code? I do. It's 100. It's UYOUREAGAYSIMP. So you can use that code to get a discount on OF. Okay. It works across all the platforms. Okay. So I'll help subsidize your simping. But yeah. So that's where we are today, guys. And this is going to continue to be a transformation channel. Okay. Because I want to know. I want to know. I genuinely want to know. Who is offering transformation right now? Who is offering transformation? Who is saying, like, come to my in-person training? Come get some upgrades on your fashion. Come, let's upgrade your Instagram. Come, let me show you how to maximize dating apps. Come, let me show you how to do cold approach, the most gangster thing you can do. If you are a man listening to me right now, and you could walk up on a girl, get her to go on a date with you, and have sex with her, and put her on rotation, and she starts listening to you, congratulations, bro. You are a top level guy. You are a top level man, and you should aspire to do the hardest things possible with your life, because that is your destiny as a man, to do the hardest things possible. Okay? So, that's why I still watch after all these years. MLD still giving value, and his rants still hilarious. But I don't even try to be funny. It's funny. Austin Dunham, but he doesn't believe in cold approach. That's because he's probably like, well, how old is this kid? In his 20s? All these young kids in their 20s who don't believe in cold approach are gigantic pussies. Pussies. Okay? No, not on my watch. Okay. Mike Sartain, what do you think? I respect Michael in the sense that he looks good and he takes care of himself. He didn't allow himself to like devolve into some like blob of a mess of a man. Michael's a good looking guy, no homo. And he's a good businessman. He's incredibly smart, incredibly intelligent guy. There's no doubt about that. But I see him telling people cold approach doesn't work. And I'm like, what? What? You're telling me the oldest and most effective, timeless way to approach and get a woman doesn't work? I'm sorry, but you're wrong. You're wrong. Okay. And most guys out here are not trying to wife up some Instagram influencer that you got to slide in her DMs and pretend to be rich and throw photo shoots and stuff. Like, bro, again, I'm not taking shots at anybody, but I am not going to throw a party or a photo shoot for anybody. Maybe when I have kids, I'll do it for my kids. My wife wants a photo shoot. I'll be like, why? You want to show people the kitchen? Like, what are we photo shooting here? We're going to photo shoot you doing the laundry? What are we doing here? Okay. So I just don't think that is true. I think in Michael's world, maybe it is like true for him. But Michael doesn't hang around normal women. He hangs around like all influencers, a lot of like, I think he hangs out like a lot of women who do, corn stuff. I just don't want to, I'm very sensitive to people's inner game issues. Like I can meet someone and be like, oof, that person's off. And women that I know that are involved in that industry, they're not normal. Something happened. And I don't want to be around that. And you wouldn't want that either. I'm telling you, because I have been around that. Not good. Okay. So anyways, that being said, I want to know, like, who else? Okay. I mean, no, completely disagree. Cold approach is where you find the highest quality women, and social circles close second. Okay. I would say social circle is more easy for the average guy. But I'm telling you, if you want to do some man shit, if you want to be a real man and be like, you know what? I like that girl over there. I'm going to go talk to her. That is some man shit right there. Okay. So that is my thought on everything. Okay. Milagros is in the house, my lovely lady friend. And she says, cold approach gets you to quality women who know how to communicate, not staring at their phone. Absolutely. Absolutely. My beautiful, wonderful friend, Milagros, who I was kind of like coaching for a little bit, telling her like, keep going, keep going. Now she got a husband. Now she got a baby. I think you got another baby coming soon. You're a baby, like you are baby fiending. So if you have another baby, I support. Okay. We'll get a Money Muscles game frame tattoo on your baby. No, I'm just joking. But ultimately, you know, that's what I believe. I really believe in it. And it's a powerful tool, and is the most confidence building thing out there. To see a girl in the wild and you've told yourself, I want this girl. I believe I can get this girl. I believe I'm good enough for this girl. I believe that'll add value to this woman's life no matter what. Let me step up and shoot my shot. Okay. And for most guys, that's like, oh my God. Like, you know, it's common with black guys, black community. Like I would say, if you had to like rank the communities based upon cold approach, black guys probably numero uno, Latinos number 2, and then whites and Asians and everybody else below them. But it's just a skill set, and you can get this skill set through practice, repetition, and good coaching. Period. All right, 6 months pregnant now. Ayo, there we go. Baby number 2 on the way. I'm so happy for you. You know, Milagros was having, Milagros was having some trouble too. She was doubting herself. And I was just like, look at everything you've overcome, sweetheart. Look at what you have done with your life. Look how you completely turned your life around. You will find and get a man. Just be patient. And here we are. Baby 2 under the way. How many other guys can say that in manosphere? Like, oh, I helped coach this woman, and now she's married and happy and has fucking 2 kids and a good husband that pays for everything, takes care of her. Right? So I said all that to say this. Your situation is not hopeless. Your situation is only hopeless if you lose hope. So, whew, that was a long one. All right, we got a lot to do. So, thank you guys all for being here. I love you all with all my heart. We have to catch up because it's time for my favorite part of the show. Comment review. Let's go. We're going to review a couple comments. So there was we're going to go yesterday's episode, but we're going to do the day before first. So again, let's do a quick review. So 185 people clicked like, 1 person clicked dislike. Hey, can't win them all, right? And let's go down here. Let's see what Siege Hound is in the chat. He says, I'm having so much fun with these membership emojis. That's right. Put those red pills in the chat, guys. If you have an emoji, if you have like a member logo next to you, it says hot dude life right here, and you have these emojis, go ahead and spam those red pill emojis in the chat. Okay. Chaos Wolf Ninja says, what a fire episode. Thank you, John. Seeing your content when I can keeps me sane. For frick's sake, the nonsense that's out there is just brain numbing. It really is, brother. Oh boy, oh boy. Ralph says, we owe it to ourselves to self-improve and accept the call of excellence. Yes. The breakdown and explanation of the stream was insightful. Shout out to you, Mighty Zane. Matthew Storen says, great to have you back, MLD. Lord Venom says, amazing stream as always. Glad to see you back from Hawaii. You are right about not being fat and looking better. This is a guy we're working with right now. I feel a million times better, and women def look at me now. Look at me different now. Got another 10 pounds to lose, and I'll be good. This is a guy who he was eating a bunch of processed crap food, putting ranch dressing on his fucking food and everything. And he was like, I don't know why I'm losing weight. I'm like, dude, you're eating, and he was eating frozen pizza. I'm like, bro, my brother, you cannot be eating all this trash, processed chemical food and expect to lose weight. Dr. P's in the house. He says, I got sunburned when I went to Hawaii. I didn't know brothers can get sunburned. Well, welcome to the club, bro. I'm as black as you after coming back. We of the black delegation do not claim this ninja as our own. Okay, I got it. He has been disavowed. Middleman Mafia, welcome back. You were missed, sir. Zombie Man, also Exodia. Your streams are greatly missed, but I'm glad you enjoyed your time in Hawaii. Dr. Melons is right. She says, good people don't grow on trees. So true. JES, the road to heaven looks like hell. The road to hell looks like heaven. Very true. Turdalonius, the soul super chatter the other day, said, awesome stream. Luke Skywalker, thank you. Anoop, big dog. Killer stream, WMLD. Mitch OS, that's me. Yeah, that's me. At least he's watching. He's following along. And then yesterday we did an episode on the tariffs and the markets crashing. We got 59 thumbs up on that. Basil Models' W show, much better than the other 2 guys selling a course. They were wrong about every coin they talked about. Facts. So funny. Who's this? Not only wrong, but those 2 clowns are malicious and unrepentant. Yeah, well, never trust a fat person. Tokyo Crypto Show, extra guacs in the chat. Nazar says, hi, MLD. Thanks for your content. I recently got back from a 2-week trip in Japan. I was right there in Tokyo when that snowstorm hit. Oh, you should have hit me up. I was here. Yeah, Japanese are hot, like you said in the past. Look forward to future content. Based. Thanks, guys. Should be a crazy year. RZ Fitness TV. Gwen Vanant. What is this? Is this that looks like a vagina? You guys see that? I think it's a Virgin Mary. That kind of looks like a vagina. Anyways, whatever. Very cool. Thank you for your attention to detail. Appreciate you, Gwen. For the algos is BJ Tucker. I appreciate. Oh, these are scams. Never, ever do these, guys. Never never. This is they will wipe out your whole wallet. You have one on your phone. MLD, when $150 for Polkadot? Never. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yo, StreamYard's tripping. There we go. CHD, $10 super chat. Thank you. I'm in Michael Sarteen's MOA group. Nice. I've been following his stuff since Access Vegas started. I started following MLD since his 2024 reform. I watched Red Pill content. That's about improvement, not drama. Good work. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Cool. All right. Cool. So let's talk about today's episode. We're going to talk about this toxic American woman who is, yeah, hold on. Let me see. I'm going to text Donovan. He's texting me. I don't know if he wants to come on. He's texting me right now. Give me a sec. Okay. But we are going to look at this woman here, and I'm going to play it first because it's like super yikes McGikes, bro. Super yikes McGikes. And I'm going to read a couple of replies to her, and I'm just going to kind of break this down and show how like this is just bad behavior. Okay. Extremely bad behavior. Excuse me. Extremely bad behavior. Okay. You do not want to be in a relationship with a woman who is giving the world a play-by-play on your relationship. That's just not something that is going to be beneficial for both of you in your relationship. Okay. So we are going to take a look at this. Okay. I want to show you a couple things too. Okay. Because this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing, quite frankly. So I'm going to show you. I was so many. What's even wild is like how many women agreed with her. But like I'm telling you, bro, I haven't been talking about this yet, but I'm gonna talk about it real quick. In 5 years, there will be a large amount of AI sex robots for men. And the walls are like closing in on these insufferable women. They're good women out there, but there's so many crappy women, just like there's so many crappy men, that the good women and good men get drowned out in all this mess. Okay. And this woman here, this Candace Horbach, she says a woman's love language is not having to ask. Okay, this is just the dumbest thing ever. If you want a promotion at work, you got to ask for it. If you want anything for life, even in the Bible, it says seek, knock, ask, and it shall be given to you. Right. And, the women in the world are completely psyoped. Majority of them are completely psyoped. They have no idea how detached from reality they are. I think Bill Burr put it best because nobody tells them the truth because everybody's trying to sleep with them. And it's so true. Okay. So let's take a look here, and I will break it all down for you ahora mismo. Okay, this is so small. I'm gonna have to make it. I'm gonna have to go down here. Here's good. StreamYard needs to fix this. This little bubble that I'm in needs to be bigger.
I have been with my husband for almost 20 years, but about 3 years ago, I was strongly considering divorce, and I want to talk to you about why. So I'm going to.
So she was considering destroying her family. She was considering like every kind of mental health thing that is avoidable with your children. Like, divorce wrecks the children. I don't care their age at all. It doesn't matter the age. Nobody is happy when your parents get divorced. Okay. So she was saying like, oh, I was going to really divorce my husband because of XYZ. And moreover, she is putting this on the internet for the whole world to see. Billy, her name is She Is Paige with an E and then Turner. Okay. And if you could send me her TikTok on Telegram, I want to like do a little bit of a deep dive. I don't like to fully watch these. I think I did fully watch this one, but I already forgot it because I try not to fill my brain with rot. But anyways, let's take a look real quick and let's listen to her profound insights.
I'll tell you the story of the day where I thought to myself, maybe I don't want to do this anymore. My husband and I had 4 kids. We both worked full time. We had been together for 16 years at this point. We've been together since high school.
So she's willing to destroy a 16-year marriage and ruin the kids' lives. Let's see why.
And on paper, I have an amazing husband. He is incredibly supportive. He's kind. He's loyal. He's a great dad. He's very hands-on. He's an active participant. He's always present. Like, on paper, what else could I ask for?
Right. So right there, okay, this is why it's important to practice gratitude too, because that guy, I mean, look at that. That's a nice kitchen. You know, I'm pretty sure she says she works full time, but I'm pretty sure she's just an influencer. I don't know if she actually has a job. But I think she's like a full-time influencer. That's what I think is her job. Okay.
But in reality, my experience is very similar to the experience of other women. I had this amazing husband who on paper was great, but I was incredibly frustrated and burnt out from our marriage and from motherhood.
So stop right there. I'm burnt out from marriage. I'm burnt out through motherhood. Okay, now I'm going to go out on a limb here and I'm going to ask you guys, chat. I need you to vote. You're going to vote the man or the woman. 30 seconds on the clock. Right over here in the chat, I need you to vote. Who typically is the one pressuring their partner for marriage and children? This is a hard one. This is hard. I want to know if you guys know. I know. You tell me. Mike Harton says the woman. The woman. 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 The woman. The woman. Women. Woman. Women. The women. The woman. Women for sure. Women. Eric says women. Eric's my kind of guy. Dr. Melons. True. How else does she sustain herself without attaching herself to a rich white man? I don't know. Okay. So she's complaining about the very thing she wants. Okay. It's like, okay, this is the equivalent of her husband getting on here. I'm like, I'm just so mad as a man. I have to work. I'm like, dude, you're a man. Man goes, works, brings home money. Woman stays home. She's the queen of the castle. She takes care of the house. She decorates. She cooks and has babies and doesn't go messing the whole life up between you two. That's the way things work.
Because what happens to so many of us is that we marry these amazing men and we have amazing relationships and then we have kids. And when we have kids, women tend to carry a disproportionate amount of the work in the home, the work of raising kids, and the mental load. And
okay, so let's stop right there. Okay. So the biggest problem we have right here is the husband doesn't have game and frame. Okay. If I was married to a woman, or if I'm dating a girl, okay, I tell her a couple things. I say, one, you do not post me on social media anywhere, because this is a little bit particular to me, because I'm, I people know me, and like I have enemies out there too. It's the downside of having a little bit of clout. So I don't want to endanger her. Two, your relationship is a private, sacred thing. It is not for you to prostitute across the globe on social media so you can get cheap dopamine likes and cheap dopamine comments to stimulate your little monkey brain. Okay. So that's no. Okay. And she talks about women have to do disproportionate amount of cleaning around the house. Yeah, you know why? Because you're a fucking woman. And women are better at cleaning than men. And every woman who's not full of shit will tell you the truth. There is man clean, and then there is woman clean. Two different categories, okay? When I used to run the Airbnb with me and my mom, no matter how good of a job I did, I'm a smart guy. I can clean really well, all right? My mom always came through, and she was like, this sucks. Like, my mom's never like that, but she was just like, son, let me do this for you. Let me clean this up. And then like when she would go in there and clean, like there's just like an aura, just like the house feels clean. You know what I'm talking about, guys? Like when you dating like a good woman and you come home, the house is impeccable. That right there, that is a sign of a good woman who knows what she's doing, because they have this nesting instinct, right? She's whining about, oh, I have to do disproportionate amount of housework. Well, okay, and your husband has to do disproportionate amount of financial earning and money making. Is he out here crying on TikTok? Like, if your problems are so bad and you're like, man, my problems are so bad, let me tell everybody about my problems. Like, sorry, your problems are not that bad, bro. Okay. When I was 15, I went on a missions trip to South Africa, Johannesburg, South Africa. And we went to like this desolate village. And I met a woman there who had gangrene in her leg. Have you ever seen gangrene? Dr. Brown or Dr. B probably knows what I'm talking about in the chat when we have gangrene. And this woman, her leg was just like a very grotesque thing for me to see at 15 years old. And we prayed for her, and we asked Jesus to heal her, and we did our thing. We were there as Christian missionaries. I was a kid. And I remember asking everybody, like, Jesus is going to heal her, right? Jesus is going to heal her, right? Like, she's going to be okay, right? On the bus ride back to the camp. And it was just kind of quiet. And then like one of the church leaders kind of touched me on the shoulders, like, hey, listen, we'll talk later. And he kind of told me, like, hey man, just like, it's a tough world out there, man. All we can do is pray for this woman. And that woman was cooked. She's dead. She died. And I remember I went back home to college or to high school, and I had some like, white friends of mine. And I remember I was riding in the car with one of these guys, and he was just so pissed and angry and punching his dashboard because the air conditioner didn't work. He's like, air conditioner sucks. This is terrible. Like, oh, I hate my life. And I was like, I didn't say anything, but in my mind, I was like, I just watched a fully grown African woman lay in her bed and just wait for death to take her. I'm 15. You're not supposed to see that shit when you're that young. I've seen too much, guys. And that's a real problem. That's a real problem. This is not a problem. You are a well-off white woman. You could tell she's a little fat, so got some money, right? She looks nice. She has clean skin. A little too much makeup for my liking, but hey, we got to make our TikToks, right? And nice kitchen, you know, looks like a nice house, looks clean. At least she's doing that part right. But this is not real, right? And the husband is at fault here because he would seen this woman making these kind of TikToks, or he would be keeping tabs on her social media and be like, what are you doing? Like, have you lost your mind? You are disgracing me, yourself, and this entire family. For what? For what? I don't care how much money she made from this. For what? What has it cost you? It cost you your own little rotten soul. This is a disgrace. This is a shameful thing. Okay? And this is why you need to practice gratitude. Okay? You need to practice gratitude. I wake up every single day and I think the reason why I never got shredded and six-pack abs other than when I was like 29 is because like I genuinely like myself. I look in the mirror and I'm like, you're handsome. You're sexy. Like I really genuinely like myself. I don't sit around and like a lot of you guys in this place, a lot of the guys in this online space, you guys like, you look at yourself in the mirror and all day you just wage war on yourself. You're like, oh, you're ugly. You're short. You know, a lot of you guys hate yourselves because of your race. I wasn't even made aware of race or anything until like high school and like college. And like, I didn't consider myself a white guy. I know I talk like a white guy. But like, I didn't consider myself a white guy. I was raised by a bunch of like Indian women, like East Indian Trinidadian women. I was raised by a bunch of them. And there was a stint where I was raised in Miami by 4 of the craziest Cuban women I've ever met in my life. I saw so much chaos in that house. Lord have mercy. But I got to eat rice and black beans with lime and that, you know, what is that? That is it ropa vieja? That flank steak that you Cuban people cook. Oh my God. So good. And that's just how I looked at me. I was just like, I'm just Jonathan, you know? But you gotta have a sense of gratitude because this woman is waking up and she's doing what a lot of people do, but women more so than men, is they wake up and then they look at their friends' lives on Facebook and their friends' lives on social media, and then they start comparing. Okay? And comparison is the everlasting thief of joy. Okay? So you got to have gratitude in your life. I know it sounds like woo-woo crap, but I wake up every day and I'm like, thank God I can walk. Thank God I am handsome. Thank God I am a very hardworking man. Thank God that I have my brother and my crazy other family members in my life. Thank God for my cute little dog. I thank everything. And you should be grateful too, because when you start to focus on what you have, you put your mind in a state of abundance. This woman is so entitled and so privileged, like she can't even see how much of a great life she has. And it's not like her husband's coming home and slamming her face into that marble countertop, you know? He's a guy out there working hard. People in the chat are saying he's a lineman. So this guy's like legitimately, Gringo Vaquero says this woman's husband is a lineman. That's some no BS, real He-Man work for real. Like, dude is literally risking his lives every day. And she's like, oh, my husband's just a lineman. Like, oh my God, he just goes up there and like, that's a little, you do your little electricity thing today, honey? Oh, great. I put the laundry in the washing machine. I pushed a button. I put a little scoop of powder. That was hard. And then I had to wait 40 minutes. And then I had to take it out and put it in the dryer and wait another 40 minutes. And then I had to fold it all in my hands. I have arthritis because those cotton things are so heavy. I had to go, like, in Japan, they don't have dishwashers, guys. I've been washing dishes by hand since 2017. Well, not me, but all the girls I've been dating, right? And poor things, you know. It's hard work. I wash dishes sometimes. But in America, like, your house chores are so easy. Just like, okay, I'm going to put this in the dishwashing machine, put a little powder, push a button, go sit down for 20 minutes, come back. Okay, it's clean. Let me just put this in the cupboard. Oh my God, the patriarchy. Oh God. Oh, what a time to be alive.
And that is exactly what happened to us. About 3 months after my fourth baby was born, I remember looking at my husband and saying, I need more. I need you to do more. I am exhausted. I am in charge of everyone and everything in this house. Every night when we cook dinner, you ask me what to make. Every day when you drop off the kids at daycare, you ask me what they need in their backpacks. I am the project manager of this home.
So I will say right there, that's on the man. That is on the man. Okay. Guys, when you are just like a bumbling fool of an idiot man, and you're like, oh, just let my wife take care of the finances. You think you're like delegating things so you could do less. You need to be on point. You need to be locked in on everything that's going in your family, right? I was recently talking to Lou, lifting lawyer, and he told me he just met some like random Turkish guy in his 50s, talking to him. And he said, well, you know, I married a Japanese woman, but when I brought her to America, she like totally changed and like everything is bad. And I'm like, oh, here we go again. Another sucker with no game and no frame. Right. And I want you to listen to the story real quick. Okay. They had some children and she was pregnant too. And one day he woke up, went off to do his things on his day to day, came home, the wife was gone, the children was gone, and she took them and disappeared to Japan for a couple of months, and she gave birth in Japan too, to their baby over there. And you might be thinking like, oh my God, what a terrible woman. She's so terrible. No. Think of how much of a retarded idiot.
Retard alert.
Think how retarded you have to be as a man to not pick up that your wife got some passports, booked some flights, and secretly packed everything up and then took off to a foreign country with your children. Like, how much of a detached idiot father are you? And then Lou told me, this is the tier. He ultimately beat the crap out of her, and that's why she left him. Okay. If you ever get to a point in a relationship where you want to hit anybody involved in the relationship, you got to leave that relationship, man or woman. Okay. You got to leave. The only place that's acceptable is in a dojo, in a kickboxing gym. You better be hitting them 50% max. Okay. No hard sparring. So, that being said, when I hear this, and the guy can't even tell his woman what to cook for dinner or how to prep the kids' bags, that is a bumbling fool of a man. And I understand, I have compassion with this woman because, yes, this is on the man. This is 100,000% on the man. Okay? On the other side of the coin, it's really not that hard to cook food for dinner. Like, literally, what do you want for dinner? Are we having chicken? We're having beef? We're having pork? We're having fish. Okay, the protein's handled. What are we doing for carbs? Are we putting some sweet potatoes in the oven and pushing a button and letting them bake and then taking it out and putting it on the table? What are we drinking? Water, juice, whatever. Okay, is it really hard to, okay, Timmy, here's yours. Okay, Julie, here's yours. Okay, Hans' husband, here's yours. Okay, here's mine. Okay. Here's a practice in frame. Okay. I used to date this Chinese girl. So hot. So hot. Right. You guys remember the Chinese feminist where I told you guys I'd match with her and domesticate her? That was vintage 2020, 2021 MLD. Remember that? You guys were in the Masculine Empowerment Network. You saw me do that live. That was lit. And she was beautiful, but she was a very wild woman. She's Chinese, you know. When you date a Japanese girl, you know, most of them, after you sleep with them and they spend the night, if they're wearing some clothes, they usually make the bed in the morning, fold the clothes nicely, put it at the base of the bed, right? Well, old Chinatown, she loved to drink Coca-Cola. And I remember one time we were going to bed and she put a Coca-Cola bottle that was empty on the side of the night table. I didn't see that when I went to bed. When I woke up in the morning, as soon as I saw that, I took a picture of it on the nightstand. I said, and I just sent that. That's all I did. I sent it. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Because in my house, it's a house of order. It is a house of cleanliness. It is a house of no chaos. Okay. And then from that moment forward, she knew, don't dirty this man's house. He has frame, and they find that attractive. Okay. A woman's behavior in a relationship is 1,000% on you, because you have to set the tone and you have to set the rules for engagement. If a woman comes into your life and starts doing all this stuff that you don't approve of, but you sit there and tolerate it, then you are approving it. You are condoning it. Okay. So this is on the husband. Okay. This is on the husband. She shouldn't be posting this on the internet, but that is on the husband. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Lifting lawyer in the house. It says, imagine how that is for the kids to see. Yep. And Daniel J, he says it all starts in the beginning, which is 1,000%. That's how it starts. To this day, okay, if a girl does something that's like kind of out of pocket, you have to correct bad behavior immediately, just like a dog. Okay. If Happy, come here, Happy. Listen, this is how good Happy is. She's gonna come. Okay. But when my dog does something and she is like barking or she's like doing something bad, immediately I'm like, Happy, come here, baby, come. Right? When she is out here barking, immediately I correct her. My dog is very, 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 very well trained. Come on, come here, come here. Good girl. You're so sweet. My dog is a very, very well trained, good dog. Aren't you? Give me a high five. Yeah. Obedient. Cute. You never hear her going crazy and barking in the background. She's not out here peeing all over the floor, pooping all over the floor. Okay. And that's on me because I am responsible for her, just like the husband is responsible for the wife and kids. Okay. So if your house is a muck and chaos is a man, that's on you. The good thing is you can turn things around and change it. Okay. Isn't that right? You happy? You're a good girl. You're a good lady. See, the man is the master of the household. Okay. She's the queen of the castle. She decorates. She makes the house homey. You know what I mean? You guys know when you have like a girl, like the house just feels like it's like a warm aura, like a happiness, like aura made by a woman. Okay. So this is just petty stuff that he could immediately handle like that. Okay. Milagros is in how she says, Juan said no carbs for dinner from the beginning. Tonight I made celery, onions, carrots with shrimp stir fry, no carbs, dinner. And what's for dinner hasn't been a discussion. He was clear. Exactly. Okay. Exactly. Let's go back to this nice lady.
When I need you to do more. And he looked at me and he said, okay, just tell me what to do. Right? Every woman has heard this. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. And I said, okay. You know,
when you tell a woman, just tell me what to do and I'll do it, she loses respect for you as a man. She's like, she feels like mommy. You know, a lot of these women want a man. Oh, these women want you to tell them what to do because they don't want to bear the burden, the responsibility for the outcome. And you stress them out. That's like, even if you ask a girl like, oh, let's go, where do you want to go have dinner? You want to go do some XYZ? You know, they don't want to be responsible for the potential bad outcome of the whole meal. That's the truth right there. Okay. So reading something in the chat, but yeah, that's unattractive and that's no frame. When you're doing that, you're submitting to the woman's frame. You are the man who should make women submit. That is attractive to women. They want to find a good general so they can say, yes, sir, whatever you say, sir. Okay. They are happy when you give them good instructions that they agree with. But in this circumstance, he's saying, just tell me what to do. Just tell me what to do. AKA, you take the frame. AKA, you be the leader. And anytime that happens, she's leading you right towards that door. Hence, her considering divorce.
Something that would make my life easier is if in the mornings when I came downstairs with the 4 kids, because I do mornings by myself, the dishwasher was emptied, the dishes were put away, and the trash was taken out. That would make my life so much easier because when I've got the 4 kids running around and the baby crying, I can't be looking for their favorite water bottle in the dishwasher. I just need to know it's clean. And he said, yeah.
Okay, so I just think that's really stupid. Personally, I think that's dumb. Like, I can't find the baby's bottle in the dishwasher. Okay, like, is it in the top rack or is it in the bottom rack? Taking the trash out is a man's job. Women don't take the trash out. Okay, like a pack of coyotes might pick them off and feed them to their pack, and then she's gone forever. Okay, not what you want. But it's a man's job. And when I was little, my mom told me the same thing. She made my sister do the dishes. She's like, women do the dishes, men take out the trash. Okay, taking out trash is a dirty job. You ever cut your hand on like throwing out some trash, like a glass or something? It sucks, man. Right? You can't have your woman getting her hands all cut up and stuff. You want your woman to have nice, pretty hands, you know? So again, but this is like the baby's bottle, really? Like that's the gripe. Emptying the dishwasher, sure. Okay, look, when you get married, guys, when you have like, because my brother has 3 kids, and you guys understand, you wake up when you're first of all, when you're in a house with kids, you are woken up. First of all, women with children in the chat, let me know if I'm wrong or right. But when you are freaking out here in a house full of kids, the kids wake you up. You're not out waking up those kids unless they get a little bit older, right? But you are waking up by the kids, and then it's like tending to the children. It's like, did you brush your teeth? Did you poop? Did you get poop all over your fucking hands? Or your underwear dirty? Do we need to shower? Are you clean? Okay, everybody calm down. Sit at the table. Put that down. Don't pull her hair. Watch your language. all right, everybody, calm down. And you start dishing out the food. Everybody's got to eat. All right, let's throw everything away. Let's wash up. All right, put on your clothes. We're going to go to school. We're going to go to the park, whatever. Okay. So it's a lot of chaos. So in this situation, if she's like, if you could help me out by emptying the dishwasher and taking out the trash, I see no problem in that. The biggest problem is that your wife is having to treat you like a fucking child. And that's unattractive. That is repulsive. You know what the number one thing Japanese women hate about men? They call it mazakon, which is mother complex. All right. And that is a man who has this unhealthy relationship with his mommy. Like mommy is up his ass every day. Women are repulsed by that. Okay. This guy is acting like a fucking man child. Right. Shout out to you, Mike Ray. What's up? What's up?
Of course. What? Yeah, I'll do that. That's no problem. And so, of course, he does it. But then I have to remind him, and then he forgets. And then I have to remind him again. And there was this one morning where I woke.
So, okay. Now, another thing is this, right? When you're introducing new behavior to people, like they're not going to get it perfectly. Like he's going to forget. And it's not like he's forgetting because he's like waking up and smoking weed. He's going to like risk his life to get fucking 1.21 gigawatts shot up his fucking ass and die as a lineman. Okay. Like it's not like he's waking up and like ripping the bong, you know? But the thing is, if the behavior is initially changed and they need a couple of reminders, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay.
Woke up and I went to put something in the trash and it was overflowing. And I went to get my son's water bottle and it was in the dishwasher with all the other clean dishes. And I felt so disrespected and unseen and unvalued at that point in time. And
okay, so I want the women in the chat to if I'm wrong, I'd like to hear your perspective. But I just think that, okay, sure, he forgot to take out the trash. Okay, like, is it really worth divorcing somebody and like ruining your children's lives? And now you're going to be a single mother of 4. No one's going to wife you up. They're going to pump you and dump you. A single mother with 1 child is already a lot to take on as a man. But 4? What are you going to do? You're going to make a Tinder? You're going to make a Bumble? You're going to make a Hinge? She said the water bottle was in the dishwasher, so it was clean, but you just had to process. How long does it take to look into a dishwasher and identify a bottle on 2 racks of dishwashing? Ladies in the chat, if I'm being a D-bag, let me know, okay? But I just think this is overblown.
I remember texting my husband being like, what happened? Like, why didn't you do this? And he said, sorry, I was running late for work. And I remember thinking, oh my God, he doesn't see me.
Sorry, honey. I didn't take out the trash because I was a little late for work. You know, the thing that pays for everything, including your phone, the house, the electricity, the internet for you to make your stupid little TikToks to humiliate me. This is crazy. Right? Exactly. The logical next step would be get a housekeeper, but no, she went straight for divorce. Exactly. That's funny. She's not having sex on that. That's a good analysis. I don't know. But that's probably, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't want to have sex with some ungrateful wench like that. Ugh. How would I even get bored? How would I even get a boner? If a woman's bad behavior turns me off, like no amount of sexual stimulation is going to get me hard. Sorry. So.
Because what he's done has now made me late for work. And he doesn't care about that. He doesn't care about the impact on me. And he doesn't see how every single thing in our home happens because I ask him to do it. Or because
everything happens in that home because he pays the mortgage. Look, where are we going with this? Okay. Yeah, maybe. Well, listen, Milagros, you're a Latina woman, right? White women love to send their children to daycare. I ain't sending my kid. I will never send my kids to daycare. I have seen what those degenerate people there do. I'm not going to trust my kids with a group of strangers. What the hell is wrong with you? It's like the whitest thing ever. No. Okay. Billy, can you do some research? Does she actually have a real job, or is she just like an influencer? I'm trying to figure out. We're going to deep dive on her oh, hell no. I should not have looked at this woman's TikTok. I'm going to vomit. I'm going to vomit on stream, guys. Damn, dude, Milagros, spot on. She does. It's on her TikTok. I'm going to show it. She's putting the kids in daycare. She's just an influencer? No way. Milagros is in the house. She says, I can tell she's not having sex with him because how do you have sex with a man and then see everything he's giving you and post a hateful video? Facts. Triple facts right here. I just saw okay, her and the husband, they just sent the kids to a $6,000 summer camp. Okay. No. Your life is easy. You're creating first world problems because you're an entitled white woman who is ungrateful. This is unbelievable. She doesn't have book consultation on her hyperlink. Wow, great. I'm going to book a consultation and live stream it. Okay. That is unreal. All right, let's continue. But again, regardless, this is on the man. This is on the man. This is the burden of masculine performance, period. Okay.
Because I do it myself, or because I planned and organized it. The diaper bag is full because I filled it, right? I put the wipes in there. And I felt so frustrated. And I remember thinking, what's the point? What's the point of doing this with someone else? I might as well just do it alone. And it's not because my husband didn't love me or he did anything to me. And it's not because I didn't love him, but because I felt so taken advantage of in our relationship. And this dynamic,
wow,
it doesn't happen by accident, right? It's not like my husband did it to me, but we've been raised in this society that tells men and women who they should be in marriages and what it looks like to be a good mom versus a good dad. And we know the bar for moms is way up here and the bar for dads is way down here.
Okay. What the fuck? The bar for moms is way up here and the bar for dads is way down here. That is the most entitled, asinine, female psyop crap I have ever heard in my entire life. Wow. Okay. Look, the fact of the matter, and I understand she doesn't understand the facts because if she did, she wouldn't be so insufferable. But the fact of the matter is this, okay? Yeah, Billy's right. A father just being present alone, just being present. What this does is it prevents so many mental illnesses in the children, depression, anxiety, early sexual promiscuity, every single marker that could be detrimental to the upbringing of a healthy, happy, mentally healthy child is elevated just by the father being present. And when she says like the bar for men is down here, like, I'm sorry, lady, but if a guy breaks into your house and wants to shoot you, rape you, or kill you, it's your husband going out there. It's not you. I'm pretty sure he's paying the majority of the bills too. So she's like, I might as well do this alone. Really? So you're willing to pay 100% mortgage, 100% electricity, 100% water, 100% 100% internet. You're getting ready to pay for 4 cell phone bills plus yours. It's fucking crazy. Okay. Right. Yeah, James is right. It's always college educated white women because they've been psyoped, bro. Like, women don't realize how they have been psyoped in the education. And I'm pretty sure it was either China. I'm pretty sure it's China. China has infiltrated American education and academics and infiltrated it with like communist propaganda, because women are becoming more liberal because they keep on going to college more. Like, a lot of women are like, oh, we got more college degrees and stuff. Like, yeah, like useless college degrees. You're also in more college debt. You're also in consumer debt. You're also on some kind of SSRI, you know, like, sorry, ladies, you're losing. And in 5 years, when those sex robots come, boy, oh boy, it's going to be good. Guys, just hold out for 5 years. Work on yourselves for 5 years, especially young guys. If you're in your 20s, I don't care if you're even 29. From 29 to 34, 5 years, dude, things are going to be so much better, boys. You just got to hold out.
And we fell into these norms. We fell into these roles in our family, despite the fact that we never wanted to. And I'm lucky. And I say lucky because I have a partner who I know loves me and wants me to be happy and was willing and able to change. And so we did the work to figure out what equity looked like in our relationship. And I can tell you now, 3 years later, that we are happier than ever. Our kids are thriving. Our home runs like a well-oiled machine. And that took a lot of work. I want to say it took like 18 months to get there. And it was well worth it. But it is not uncommon. And so if your wife is coming to you and she's saying, I'm burnt out by the mental load and I need you to do more, she's not just saying that because she wants you to do more chores. She's saying that because truly it can hurt your relationship. It can ruin your marriage if you do not participate in an equitable way in your home. And so
she thinks it's equitable, all these like new age liberal words like equity, inclusion. Blah. How's that working out for the general woman who followed that? Because 50% of American women over the age of 30 have no kids. And out of that 50%, only 50% of them will actually have children. That's like the equivalent of a man going through life and never working a day of his life. Like, as a woman, it is your job to procreate and push the human species forward. That's why you have a fucking uterus. Okay? It is your primary directive. Unbelievable. Dr. Melons, if you want to come on, let me know. I'd like to hear your perspective on things because we're gonna deep dive on her TikTok after this. And as a wife and mother, I'd like to hear from you. But what she really is wanting is her husband to have frame. What she's really wanting is her husband to be the leader. And when you're the leader and your wife, your girlfriend, whatever disagrees with you, you can sit her down and explain to her what the deal is. Okay. And either she can accept it, change. And if she doesn't, then it's up to you as a man to kick her out of your life and find a woman that will do what you want her to do. And if you're a guy that is on your purpose, you're out here money, muscles, game, frame, you will find a woman. Guys, I cannot keep women away from me. Okay? Because when you're a guy who does the work, you take care of yourself, money, muscles, game, frame, women will find you. Women will find you and they will try to lock you down. Okay? So Says John judges Jezebels. It's not me. Yeah, I'm actually judging her husband. I think he just got here. In 25 minutes, what are you doing? Emptying the dishwasher? It's going to take you like 2 minutes.
So what does that look like? What does it look like to change these dynamics? Well, we need to really assess in our homes what the work looks like. Because in most homes, the data supports this, women do a disproportionate amount of the work.
And in most homes, men do disproportionate amount of the earning. So are you going to start an OnlyFans or something? Or how are we going to, level that playing field? Do your job. Okay? Do your job. This is an entitled white woman. And, this is on the husband. This is on the husband.
They just do. They do more of the cooking and the cleaning and the laundry and the childcare while also working full time. And men have more time for things like their hobbies, like golf, for example, or just working out, running a marathon, right? And so we need to have hard conversations about what our time looks like, what our labor in the home looks like.
So again, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. You wanted the kids. You wanted the marriage. These come with lifelong responsibilities because you're going to die before the kids die. So if you want hobbies, don't have fucking kids. If you want to live some lackluster, eat, pray, love, traveling sister pants of the Yaya hood, whatever the hell that crap's called. You want to look at astrology, whatever. Don't have kids. Don't have kids. That's it. And I think life is better with a good woman in your life, for sure. I've had a woman in my life every year. Fucking forever, man. I can't remember last time I was like, single. Maybe 2016 when I was in Orlando. I was there for 11 months. I still had hoes and shit. But yeah. But life is better when you got a good, loving woman by your side. It is. Way better. Light years better. Okay.
What is invisible labor? We have to talk about these things. And when we don't, the alternative is what is invisible labor? We have to talk about
what is invisible labor? The shit your husband does every day.
These things. And when we don't, the alternative is that you no longer have a marriage, or you don't have a happy one at least. And so I share this story because I don't think I'm alone in this experience. And I want people to know that there's hope, and that if you have a willing and able partner, you can change this. You can absolutely change this dynamic.
She ended on a positive note. That's good. But this is like a total embarrassment, mate. Like, if I ever catch my woman or any woman I'm dealing with, talking shit about me or griping about me on the internet to a group of strangers,
Shut up, bitch. She belongs to the street.
bye. Sayonara. Avidache. Hasta luego, maricon. All right. I'm fucking dealing with this shit. I'm not fucking dealing with this shit. Are you kidding me? Jordan Royale puts a good comment in the chat. He says, that's the problem with her argument, is that it will permeate the innocent minds of other women to otherwise we're on the correct path to find a good leader of a husband. Yeah, but dude, again, so we're never going to live in a utopia. And look, let me tell you guys something. All right. Here's the truth. It's going to hurt some feelings, but I'm going to tell you the truth because I love you and I care about you. Okay. And here's why. Not everybody wins. Not everybody gets a happy ending. One time this guy emailed me, okay? And he was like a 68-year-old, 67-year-old kind of guy. And he looked very old. He was broke. And he emailed me. He sent me a selfie and he's like, I'm trying to turn my life around. And I didn't even know what to tell the guy. You know? And you guys at home might be thinking, man, that's not going to happen to me. Money, muscles, game, frame. Where do you rank in those categories? And if you're not above average and all, you're cooked. Okay? Remember, your default in this life is to be fat, broke, single, and unhappy. That's your default setting. And the only way to escape that is to really aggressively push up above and beyond. Okay? To escape the hell like I did. I'm not telling you to do anything I haven't already done myself. Okay? Not everybody gets a happy ending. Majority, and this is going to sound how it sounds, majority of people on this planet are average or below average. Okay? So to get an above average result, you must become an above average man. And to become an above average man, your daily life must consist of doing above average things. You know, this very morning I wake up and I had to, you know, get my morning stuff handled. And I sat down and YouTube algorithm was on my computer here and I was like seeing two different things. And I clicked some like red pill clickbait stuff to get some show ideas. And I started watching this and I was like, what am I doing? No. Got like 1 minute in, stopped it, typed in Les Brown morning motivation. Boom. Let's start the brainwashing properly and correctly. Let's get the day off to a good start. Okay. I love Les Brown. I think he's a phenomenal motivational speaker. And man, oh man, you know, you can get caught up and wound up in some real bad nonsense quickly in this life if you're not careful. You know, the Bible says the eyes and the ears are the gateway to the heart, right? Whatever you put in here and here, you're creating here. This is why I don't watch red pill rage bait stuff. This is why I don't watch like any panel show with women. Like I barely watch. I watched yesterday with Fresh and Fit because there was actually, I'm going to do a breakdown on this because there's one black girl on there that was making a lot of sense. I think she was a former prostitute too. But the thing about this is why I love black women. Okay. I feel like black women have the least privilege in society. And so they really see society at like a bare bones, nothing but through a red pill lens, through like a very truth lens, I guess what I'm trying to say. You know, every time, who's that one guy, that nerdy guy that walks around Las Vegas and asking all the nerdy questions like, oh, would you judge a woman would you judge a man if he can't change a tire? Yes. Would you judge a woman if she can't create a meal from scratch? You know, he gets some of those gotcha questions. But yeah, that is like during those interviews, it's always like the big fat black girl that is like giving the most based fucking truth laden reply. Because they don't have privilege. They don't have a lot of privilege, right? They just see the world for how it is. And I'm going to do a breakdown on it because that girl dropped some seriously. Yeah, that guy, this guy, the Jewish guy. Shalom. It's complicated. Where is Daniel, my favorite Jew, by the way? He has not left me a comment in a while. Daniel, did you lose me? Where's my favorite Jewish person? Anyways. And then somebody here, Bruce says, yes, you got to be hungry. Yes, exactly. That's pretty cool, man. You know, that's That's Akuma, right? You know what that thing on the back of his, you know that kanji reads? Let me know if you know what that kanji means. It's one of my favorite kanjis. My favorite kanji is tensai, which means genius. So there's some responses to this. So here's some truth now, because remember, you see this woman and immediately everybody's like, oh, she's a woman, we should automatically bow down and worship her. Okay, but I found the truth, because as you guys know, I'm a master detective like Batman. I really am, like, super good detective. Oh yeah, good work. Yeah, it does mean heaven. Congratulations, you're smart. It means 10. Technically 10 Goku is heaven, but 10 is kind of like abbreviation for heaven. Google her handle. She's very easy to find. Her work from home job is simply being an influencer. She has been busted promoting payday loan scams, openly encourages her followers to take on debt to live the lifestyle. Yikes. She's a former adult online attendant. No, she's not. I remember I just saw some replies in my book room. No way. No way. Are you kidding me? Oh, you've been here in Tokyo? Why did you hit me up, motherfucker? Why don't we hang out? You should message me on Instagram. Hot dude life. Anyways, she also has a full-time housekeeper. All right, this is insane. A full-time landscaper, a pool boy, and a live-in nanny. So the whole screed about chores and kids is pure baloney. Meanwhile, her husband is a lineman working 60 hours a week. Okay. All right. Now it makes sense. Fuck it. All right. I'm fucking getting out of now. I'm all right. We're doing shirtless. Our views going up or down. I don't care. Authenticity is what you want, right? It's too hot. It's hot. Tell me if you want me to put her shirt on. I'll keep it nice and Trinidadian shirtless for you in a while. But oh man. So this just really now makes total sense to me. Okay. She is 100% mad at this guy for not being a man. That's it. Period. 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 Okay. No, okay. So James says, if any of this is true, this lady has a pool boy, house cleaner. This video she made is probably rage bait for clout views. No, it's not. I'm telling you right now, bro. Okay. She is 1,000% hating that guy because he doesn't have frame and he's not being a leader. Now it makes perfect sense. If she has a full-time housekeeper, full-time landscaper, a pool boy, and a live-in nanny, if this is true, okay, then she just hates the guy for not being a man. That's it. Period. Period. Okay? Nothing more, nothing less. That just like, I didn't even read. I wish I read that beforehand. I'd be funny. I also read, so a couple more people replied to it. This guy on the internet, Daniel J. Oh my God, that was funny. Not a strip club, but sure feels like. I think you're the first man in my entire life who's given me money because I've taken my shirt off. Pool boy is piping her. Now it makes more sense, honestly. Especially if she was what do you call it? A former online entertainer, adult entertainer. That's super yikes.org, yikes.net, yikes.edu, yikes.jp, yikes.edu. Wow. Unbelievable. Yeah, you better give me that money. You know you like this brown body. Matt Walsh replied to this, and I think he makes some good points too here. And let's take a look at that. Want to bet money on if the kids are even his? Yeesh, that's like too dark for me. I'm just happy. Okay. Yeah, exactly. CA. Exactly. It's not like she's doing dishes and laundry by hand. There are machines that do all the work. For real, bro. For real. In Japan, you got to dry stuff like a friggin' African and hang dry stuff. That's what Japanese do. Can you believe that? Japanese people, regular Japanese people, hang dry their clothing. Like, you are crazy. Okay, I bought one of these baller ass, dude. They ripped me off, bro. This thing was like $2,000, but my washing machine is also a dryer, and it talks to me. If it's morning, it says, "Hey, good morning, how are you?" If it's afternoon, it gives me washing tips, like, "Hey, if you wash like this," it's all in Japanese, but it's pretty cool. Maybe I'll put it on my Instagram. But yeah, there's no way in hell I'm gonna be sitting here like looking like a fucking. Let me hang this up. Wrinkled? No way. No way. Okay. So, Kyle 2020. My dad has been a pool man my whole life. He confirms women want to cheat with a pool boy. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Exactly. Guys, get those likes in, by the way. We need about 20 more likes to get us up to a hundo. Real quick, I'm getting cold now. I'm gonna go put on a tank top, but take a quick look here. If you want to join my community and get more help and learn how to be a guy that can identify these red flags, and I can help you get a girlfriend, wife, whatever, and teach you how to lead her and guide her, my monthly coaching program.
What's up, guys? Thanks for watching today's video. We're going to get right back to that, but I want to tell you quickly about my coaching program, the Money Muscles Game Monthly. If you're having trouble getting women in your life, keeping them around, and getting dates, if you're having trouble with your finances, this is the program for you. It's a very simple program dedicated to solving those problems with you right now. Each of these coaching sessions are a group coaching session with live interaction on the second and fourth Sunday. Every month, we meet at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom to discuss exactly what is going on with you, what problems you have, what roadblocks are in the way. And then from there, we come up with a special plan for you to get the results that you want. I know what you could say. There's all this free information on the internet. There's all these free content creators putting all this stuff out. If that were the case, the world would be healed by now, but it's not. Okay, it's the blind leading the blind. You don't even know what's good information or not. You need a mentor. You need a group. You need a tribe, and you need to be held accountable. That's what you have in the Money Muscles Game Month. In addition to that, we have a free 24-hour support Telegram chat where you can link up with other like-minded men just like you who are dedicated to solving their dating and money problems right now. So, if that sounds like something you're interested in, I want you to stop what you're doing right now, go to modernlifedating.com/monthly, sign up, and then you're gonna get an email sent to you with a Telegram link so you can join the Telegram chat and get on your plan to fix your problems immediately. Do not let another day go by where you silently suffer, lying to yourself, saying you're gonna figure it out, because you won't. You need help. You need a mentor, you need group support. That's what I am, that's what my community is. I've dragged myself from the depths of poverty to the tops of financial success. I've dated hundreds of women around the world. I can easily teach you how to do this, and it's a cakewalk. But it all starts with you going to modernlifedating.com/monthly and signing up today. Thanks so much, and let's get back to today's video.
What up, what up, what up, what up? We're back. Thank you for letting me change. We're back in it. We're making it happen. So yeah, if you want to join, go ahead and real quick, do me a favor, go to modernlifedating.com. Shout out to the new members, Van Troy. I'll be doing your one-on-one with you soon. And then Mario is a guy who recently joined too. Mario's a great guy. Mario's a guy he's married. He has wife, children, and he joined monthly coaching and wants to level up even more. You know, had a nice long conversation with him. He wants a little help with optimizing his TRT, making more money, you know, being happier, losing some weight, and just being a better father. And I commend that guy. That guy who talked to me, we did our consult, because when you sign up for Money Muscles Game Monthly, you get a free consult. You get Telegram chat immediately. I make you fill out a survey. And then from there, we move on and we get you sorted out in regards to getting you on the right plan for optimizing your life in whatever area you want, money, muscles, game, or frame. We have a great, confident, happy, and positive, most importantly, positive, supportive Telegram group of men around the world, literally of all colors and sizes. So all of that and so much more is available. Just go to modernlifedating.com/monthly. Come talk to me. You'll talk to me. We'll talk pretty quick as well. This is the website. Go to modernlifedating.com/monthly and then click here to get monthly coaching, and then you will be locked and loaded. So, yes, looking good, looking good. Speaking of looking good, someone's here to make me look better. What's up? Are you okay? Do you have throat cancer?
What do you want?
What do I want? I invited you on the show to talk.
All right. What are we talking about?
Your pajamas.
Deal with it. It's
Stanley
nighttime.
Ipkiss. How are you?
Good. I see a lot of walls in the chat. Thank you.
Yes. Everybody put the walls in the chat for Dr. Melons, the queen of the wall. They love you. They love you like I love you. So what do you think about this woman?
I didn't
Have you
see.
seen this?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Do we have to rewatch this again?
Just tell me.
No, we're gonna. I'm gonna force you to watch it again. 5 minutes of this woman's ranting.
Okay, you can put it on ×2 speed because I'm really quick.
I'm gonna put it on 1.75 because you told me ×2 speed. So here we go. Shout out to Kyle 2020, Hot Dude Army. Thank you for joining. Guys, you want to be a member, remember, you're helping me with the algorithm. I need to do this. That's why I made a 99-cent join thing. Just click on that. That's going to help with the algorithm. And yeah, take a look here real quick. 1.75 speed. Ready? We're going to catch you up.
I've been with my husband for almost 20 years, but about 3 years ago, I was strongly considering divorce, and I want to talk to you about why. So I'm going to tell you the story of the day where I thought to myself, maybe I don't want to do this anymore. My husband and I had 4 kids. We both worked full time. We've been together for 16 years at this point. We've been together since high school. And on paper, I have an amazing husband. He is incredibly supportive. He's kind. He's loyal. He's a great dad. He's very hands-on. He's an active participant. He's always present. Like on paper, what else could I ask for? But in reality, my experience is very similar to the experience of other women. I had this amazing husband who on paper was great, but I was incredibly frustrated and burnt out from our marriage and from motherhood. Because what happens to so many of us is that we marry these amazing men and we have amazing relationships, and then we have kids. And when we have kids, women tend to carry a disproportionate amount of the work in the home, the work of raising kids, and the mental load. And that is exactly what happened to us. About 3 months after my 4th baby was born, I remember looking at my husband and saying, I need more. I need you to do more. I am exhausted. I am in charge of everyone and everything in this house. Every night when we cook dinner, you ask me what to make. Every day when you drop off the kids at daycare, you ask me what they need in their backpacks. I am the project manager of this home and I need you to do more. And he looked at me and he said, okay, just tell me what to do. Right? Every woman has heard this. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. And I said, okay, you know, something that would make my life easier is if in the mornings when I came downstairs with the 4 kids, because I do mornings by myself, the dishwasher was emptied, the dishes were put away, and the trash was taken out. That would make my life so much easier because when I've got the 4 kids running around and the baby crying, I can't be looking for their favorite water bottle in the dishwasher. I just need to know it's clean. And he said, yeah, of course. What? Yeah, I'll do that. That's no problem. And so, of course, he does it. But then I have to remind him, and then he forgets, and then I have to remind him again. And there was this one morning where I woke up and I went to put something in the trash and it was overflowing. And I went to get my son's water bottle and it was in the dishwasher with all the other clean dishes. And I felt so disrespected and unseen and unvalued at that point in time. And I remember texting my husband being like, what happened? Like, why didn't you do this? And he said, sorry, I was running late for work. And I remember thinking, oh my God, he doesn't see me. Because what he's done has now made me late for work. And he doesn't care about that. He doesn't care about the impact on me. And he doesn't see how every single thing in our home happens because I asked him to do it, or because I do it myself, or because I planned and organized it. The diaper bag is full because I filled it, right? I put the wipes in there. And I felt so frustrated. And I remember thinking, what's the point? What's the point of doing this with someone else? I might as well just do it at home. And it's not because my husband didn't love me or he did anything to me. And it's not because I didn't love him, but because I felt so taken advantage of in our relationship. And it's dynamic. It doesn't happen by accident, right? It's not like my husband did it to me, but we've been raised in this society that tells men and women who they should be in marriages and what it looks like to be a good mom versus a good dad. And we know the bar for moms is way up here and the bar for dads is way down here. And we fell into these norms. We fell into these roles in our family, despite the fact that we never wanted to. And I'm lucky. And I say lucky because I have a partner who I know loves me and wants me to be happy and was willing and able to change. And so we did the work to figure out what equity looked like in our relationship. And I can tell you now, 3 years later, that we are happier than ever. Our kids are thriving. Our home runs like a well-oiled machine. And that took a lot of work. I want to say it took like 18 months to get there. And it was well worth it. But it is not uncommon. And so if your wife is coming to you and she's saying, I'm burnt out by the mental load and I need you to do more, she's not just saying that because she wants you to do more chores. She's saying that because truly it can hurt your relationship. It can ruin your marriage if you do not participate in an equitable way in your home. And so what does that look like? What does it look like to change these dynamics? Well, we need to really assess in our homes what the work looks like. Because in most homes, the data supports this, women do a disproportionate amount of work. They just do. They do more of the cooking and the cleaning and the laundry and the childcare while also working full time. And men have more time for things like their hobbies, like golf, for example, or just working out, running a marathon, right? And so we need to have hard conversations about what our time looks like, what our labor in the home looks like, what is invisible labor. We have to talk about these things. And when we don't, the alternative is that you no longer have a marriage or you don't have a happy place. So I share this story because I don't think I'm alone in this experience. And I want people to know that there's hope and that if you have a willing and able partner, you can change this. You can absolutely change this dynamic.
Are you stressed out?
She does a lot of this, so I think she's a high-powered she has a job where she has subordinates, and she probably brings this energy. I need you to do this and this and this. When she gets home, she's super masculine, and not like me who says bro, but like she's like CEO masculine. Like she will order you, like you are just another child to her. And she's going to treat you like one and whatever. See, this is something I learned when my mom would come to my house and my husband would cook on the weekends. He likes to cook. He wanted to be a chef, whatever. So he cooks on the weekends, which is really nice for him to, for me and whatever. So he cooks really good. So he cooks and then he kind of like wipes the countertop, but it's still greasy as hell, right? And my mom sees it and she loses her mind. And she's like, you can't let him leave the kitchen like this. And I'm like, whoa, he just cooked. He just helped out the family. Why are you going to like make me yell at him and emasculate him and basically turn him into a child by yelling? Like he did something good. After he cooks whatever and he wipes down, leaves all the grease, I can come in and wipe it down and then it's fine, right? And then she's like, oh, but you can't stand for this. I'm like, look, bro, that's why you're on your second. Anyways, so I don't do that stuff. But I do understand, like, if you're the type of woman who has a full-time job and then you have to come home and do everything like that I have to do, that's ridiculous. But then again, you made that choice.
You just reiterated everything I said for the past 2 hours.
Okay.
I want to show you her job.
Oh, is it stupid? What is it? The mental load? What is this?
She's an influencer.
Are you kidding?
No.
I mean, with her energy, I'm like, oh, this bitch, like she has like 50 people under her and she yells at them all day. And so she comes home with that, but she's got nothing. Why?
It gets worse. So, as you know, she's going viral right now. And they did their dirty work on her. Her work from home job is simply being an influencer. She's been bested promoting payday loan scams, openly encourages followers to take on debt to live the lifestyle. She's a former adult online entertainer. She also has a full-time housekeeper, a full-time landscaper, a pool boy, and a live-in nanny.
I'm really sick and tired of these rich women telling other women,
say white, you want to say it.
Whatever. Of these rich
trash white people.
Okay, whatever. These rich chicks coming on and telling regular middle class, whatever class, how to talk to their husbands with this entitlement energy when they literally have all the help in the world, and to still have, like, imagine having all of those services and you're still entitled that like he needs to go and do all this. He's paying for everything. And
the husband's a lineman too. You know what a lineman is?
Like up in the poles. I don't know. He's up on a pole.
You're such a was gonna call you a whore, but you're not. But you think it's such whore terminology. He helps maintain the power grid, actually.
On a big pole.
Yes. That's how you see life, is a big pole. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. I would love to see your Rorschach test results. So
I already know.
yeah, psychopath. That's why I like you. But now, given that new information, what, in your opinion, as a woman, and you're allowed to be wrong because you're a woman. No, I'm just joking. You're allowed to be wrong.
Okay.
But what do you think is the true source of her frustration?
I think this is a psyop. I think it's fake. I think some company is paying her to like ruin women.
No, Nazi UFO theories, nothing like that. Okay. Just primitive female monkey brain. What do you think is her problem?
Okay, in a world where there's no psyops, fine, we'll suspend animation for that or whatever.
Suspend animation?
I don't know. Okay. I don't know. This is a narcissist. This is someone who is so extremely entitled, and she hates this guy.
Why do you think she hates him, though?
Because
I have a theory.
Because this is the best she could get. She married for money when she wanted to marry for looks.
No, you're projecting now.
Shut
up. I think personally it's because he's not being a man. He's not leading. He's not being a man. He's asking her like what to do. He's like you said, he's treating her like mommy.
Mm-hmm.
That's my personal thought. So,
but she let him.
Yeah, because she's a woman. What is she gonna do? Like
you can manipulate people,
right? But like honestly, she's talking about getting divorced, right?
That's not how you manipulate people. That's retarded.
I agree. The point I'm trying to make is she thinks like a divorce would be the solution to this. So you're gonna tell me you, as a woman with 4 children, you're gonna go back on the dating market? Could you imagine if you were single right now and you had to go out there and wrangle up another white guy? Could you imagine that right now?
I don't like to think of these things.
Yeah, that's good. Good. That's good. It would be tough, right? It would be super tough. You know?
I mean, let's be honest, not for me, but like for anyone else.
Mm-hmm. You say that because you're not out here. You're not out here in these streets.
I'm not out on these streets.
You're not. You are a streetwalker, not unconfirmed. Okay. She is 100%. You are not. But yeah, it's bad out there, bro. It's bad out there. It's so bad. So Matt Walsh replied to her. He made some good points here. I want to talk about it. Join me in some commentary, Dr. Melons. Red flag number 1. She's openly criticizing, complaining about her husband to the entire world. I guarantee if her husband did this, she'd lose her mind.
Mm-hmm.
Melons, agree or disagree?
100%.
Do you get on the internet and cry about your husband being a loser, crappy?
No.
You know, of course not. Right. Exactly.
But he also isn't. So, you know, there's that.
Wow. You're such a sweetheart. Red flag number 2. She admits that she considered divorcing a good, loyal man, great father and husband simply because he didn't follow her instructions closely enough.
Narcissism.
Red flag number 3. In this whole 5-minute diatribe about her marital difficulties, she never once mentioned anything that she might need to work on or improve. In her mind, she's perfect and does everything right. Her husband is to blame for everything. Thoughts?
She has no girl game. I could tell you that.
Yes. On top of that, again, when in her mind, you know, she has to do everything. Well, that's like, how often does your husband say like, just handle it, cat, just handle it. Do it. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do.
Never.
Right. And that's why you're happy and he's still with you. Right.
I mean, I'm trying to think like, okay, chores and stuff. Like he takes the trash out. If he doesn't take it out, I'm passive aggressive and I will close it up and leave it at the front door. So when he gets home from work, it's the first thing he sees and he takes it out.
What about cockroaches?
We don't have that. I mean, it's outside of the house.
Okay. If it was inside, I was like, that's very third worldly of you.
No.
Please don't do that. I'll have to remove you from the stream.
No,
Okay.
I mean,
You don't live in a house with a tin roof. Okay.
But he's very like helpful. Like if he sees me doing something, I need help. If he sees me carrying something, he'll run and help me.
What a good man. And yes, women are never going to end up taking a disproportionate amount of domestic responsibilities. Who cares? Men, that's like a man complaining about having to pay the majority of the bills, right? That's not oppression. That's a millennia of biological hardwiring. A woman's mind tends to be more focused on needs inside the home. A man's mind is more focused on what needs to be accomplished outside of the home for the sake of his family. Yes. Okay. But yeah, she's narcissistic because he says right here, neither the husband or the wife are wrong in their focus. They are different. Women like this are forever frustrated and doomed to their misery because they cannot accept that their husband is different. They cannot accept that they married a man, not a woman. That's true. That's very true. Apparently, her husband is utility lineman, which is one of the most dangerous jobs on the planet. The guy has to worry about not dying on the job, but all she could think about the fact that he didn't load the dishwasher with a housekeeper. Okay. With housekeeper, which is just retardation. So now I saw one thing on her TikTok that I was like, okay, this lady's just
what?
It's full of shit. Okay. She's an influencer. Okay. It's not that hard. Okay. So this is her, but this is one thing I saw. I just paid $6,000 for summer camp. 8 weeks.
This is like gonna be, what's the chick that banged 1,000 dude? This is gonna be her in a couple years.
Yeah, Lily, whatever the hell her name is.
Yeah.
I'm a working mom of 4, heading to a work dinner. aka I'm gonna cheat on him. No, I'm just joking.
What?
Yeah, what work dinner? You hanging out with me?
Oh my god.
I'm working, heading to, here's what I did to prep my husband.
What? Prep the husband?
Nothing. He doesn't need this. He's not going to text me 20 times. He's their dad and he's fully capable of caring for his own kids. Now she's changed her tune. I wonder when this little hate piece came out, because she's doing some damage control now, it seems. Let me just double check when this came out. This came out on April 1st. And that post was 1 week ago, 3/27. I don't know. Actually, that's when that lady posted it. When did she actually post it? Let me see if I can find it. It doesn't seem to be here. Where is this? Man, she looks bad in this angle. Damn. See, this is like, no, you're not going to go out into the dating field looking like this and wrangle up a keeper at your age, lady, looking like that. She needs some of your Dr. Melon secrets. Forever Young secrets. Oh, here it is. So, okay. 3/7. Okay. 18. Wait, why did that say 18.4 million likes? Hold on. 240,000 book like 1.2 million likes. Yikes. Yikes. Wow, look at this. I'm already in the stage where I don't want to ask him. Ignore the unwashed dishes, overflowing trash, and piles of laundry. We're just married over 3 years, but I'm dead already. You suck. You just suck as a person. Sorry. Wow.
So these are the type of TikToks that I post. My little snarky, my husband's perfect. Maybe you guys should choose better comments.
Good. So funny. But yeah, like just, sending the kids to daycare too. Do you send your kids to daycare?
No.
Or did you? Right.
For like 3 hours. I did like a half day just so they can socialize.
Yeah. Did you homeschool them or no?
They shouldn't want to be, so can't do that. I
That's fine. I'm
convinced
just
for
asking.
high school because then like that's where all like the pews are gonna come out.
So are your kids?
Homes for high school. They're
They
in
will
middle
be
school.
homeschooled for high school.
Yes,
Okay,
that's a
fair
plan.
play. I think that's like the most whitest thing to do. Like send your kids to daycare. Like you're gonna send them to like a bunch of like gays and fucking weird people to watch your children. Like no, don't touch my children. Get away from me, or I'll shoot you. Like in a video game, obviously, but don't you dare. Let's look at this.
It's going to tell me how much I can expect to pay after our tuition rate goes into effect. So I want to show you what we're going to be paying for 2 kids in full-time daycare. All right, for context, before I break down this pricing, I have 2 kids in full-time daycare. So my oldest is 4.5. She's in a pre-K room, and my youngest is almost 3. So she's technically in a preschool room. And actually, both of those rooms have the same rate now. All right, this is the rates for next year. My daughters each go for 5 days a week. The daily rate is $78 a day. And so the total for each child is $20,280. But technically, we get a sibling discount. So one of the kids is slightly lower. I think we save $170 a month for the sibling discount, which better than nothing. So that's going to leave us with a grand total of $3,211 a month. Now, for context, right now I am paying $3,027 a month. But 6 months ago, I was paying $3,393 a month. And so recently our rate went down because my youngest daughter moved into a preschool room.
I don't care anymore.
And this is the thing about
I agree.
I do know that my friends that work full time and have to put their kids into like the full time daycare while they're working, they pay $2,000 per child a month.
Why?
Because that's how expensive it is in the city.
They have to do that?
Yeah. It's that or you don't work. And the thing was, my friend, she's a PhD, whatever. She told me, she's like, 100% of my paycheck goes just to childcare. So that's what I'm doing. But she's like, if I don't do that, then I lose those years of my career. Yeah. That's the indoctrination.
I feel terrible. Every year I go home, see my family twice a year. Mm-hmm. And like, I see my brother's kids and like, I see a version of them that forever disappears. And after like doing that 3-4 years in a row, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I'm fucking rich. Like, I don't have to be there, but some things money literally cannot buy. And I don't like to see them grow up without me there. Like, I love those kids, you know? And I mean, if you just buckle down, but they're financially responsible. She's a fucking retard. This husband needs to whip her into shape, quite frankly. So $3,000 a month times 12 is $36,000 a year. If you invested that in S&P 500 for 5 years, okay, you would have so much money left over to be the most insufferable Instagram, TikTok, whatever the hell she is. Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. So again, I think my personal thing here is I just think she doesn't like the guy because he's like a man child. Personally, I think women resent men that don't take leadership and don't like. You don't have to deal with this because your husband, you know, puts you in your place, but in a good way, because if not, you'd be in the street talking about Nazi UFOs. Okay. Oh boy, you know. But wow. Just wow. I want to see this when she's talking about how women spend their money. I feel like getting triggered. Look at this. Let's take a look.
I wanted to take a minute to address this comment for a second because I think this person made an error when they were typing it out and they wanted to switch men and women, because here's the thing we know to be true. When women work, they tend to reinvest 90% of their earnings back into their families and their communities. And they reinvest this money in things like education and healthcare and nutrition. And this is not just good for their families, but it's good for society as a whole, right? It combats things like poverty.
She looks unhealthy. Like her diet looks bad. Her skin, everything. She looks unhealthy.
I don't know how old she is. I can't say.
You are 48 and you don't look bad like this.
We don't say that publicly. I am 25.
You are 48 going on 49.
25.
25 years ago, you were 24.
Whatever.
It's a compliment. It's a compliment.
It doesn't matter. Look, first of all, she's white. I know you're into that, but it's what you get.
There are good white women.
Don't say that. Don't say that. There's good filters and then there's bad filters.
You are racist. Shout out to Daniel J, who signed up, by the way. Thank you, Daniel J, for becoming a member as well. Appreciate you. And Kyle 2020, thank you too as well. Yeah.
For example, in contrast, when men invest this money in things like education and healthcare and nutrition, and this is not just good for their families, but it's good for society as a whole, right? It combats things like poverty, for example.
How does her shopping at Erewhon combat poverty?
She's got to be from California by the annoying tone in the voice or something.
Billy, can you find out where she's from?
Contrast, when men work, they tend to reinvest only 44% of their earnings back into their families and their communities. That's half of what women are investing back into their families and their communities. And so this commenter, I think, had this mixed up, because if we're using that information right there, it would seem as though women are the ones working for their families and men are the ones working for themselves, which I know
that's fucking retarded. That's dumb. This is unbelievable.
Is in direct conflict with the fact that most men call themselves providers, and they really pride themselves on being the person to earn the money for their families and to put food on their tables. But here's the thing. The majority of women are working these days. And not only are these women working, they're earning similar amounts, if not more than their male counterparts. And when they do, they tend to reinvest that back into their families and their communities, which has
so that's also factually wrong. Women are not wifing up dudes that make less than them. Just
immense value. And so, yes, men are still earning more than women overall.
Just fucking counter.
Yeah, they're not anymore. That changed already.
What's not?
That men are now making less than women.
Is that true?
Yeah. I sent you that link where the two nerds were talking.
I don't read shit that you send me.
Whatever. I don't care. It was the guy with the eyes too far apart that's friends with Prince Harry, and he has some podcasts, and he's obviously spectrum-y, and he has a lot of big people on because, you know, he's got connections. He had a girl on and this guy on, and they were talking about the new statistics. They did brand new research. It was like really depressing. That's why you should watch it and then report on that next episode. That's a good one.
We'll bring the next episode to you right now. I just asked Grok. I said, who earns more money in marriage, USA marriage couples, men or women? In the United States, among married couples, men genuinely earn more than women in the majority of cases.
I think they did brand new research, so it might not be up on there yet.
Pew 2023. I mean, how much more?
It's 2025. Things have changed.
It's fucking April in 2025. Q1 just ended and it's been a financial abomination. Like, what are you talking
Grok
about?
doesn't know everything, Siege.
Okay. In 25% marriages, spouses earn roughly equal amounts. Okay.
Depressing.
In 16% of marriages, wives are the primary or sole breadwinners. She is completely and totally wrong. So please apologize for your ignorance.
You need to watch that because I didn't say it. They said
it. I see.
No accountability.
It's all good. So she's so wrong. And all this is telling me is going, I'd never even thought about it until you said the word, but she is a narcissist for sure. Most people who become influencers are narcissist people, are very narcissistic.
I won't say that because I did work with a lot of narcissists, and some of them were just so adorable and cute. But then they'd be this mega ultra bitch, and she was like a narcissist on steroids. So yeah, usually the ones that make it to the top of that, they are. But just like the, you know, mid-tier ones, they're usually pretty chill.
Look at this. She's bitching about her husband. Okay. I'm gonna play 2 more. So let's take a look at her. Let's take a look at this real quick. Let's see what it's like to be a working mom, working those critical hours of 5 to 9.
With 4 kids. And one of the things people always want to know is, how do I balance it all? This is the question that working moms are constantly getting. How do you make it all work? And the question comes to us because so often people assume that we're not only working, but we're bearing the brunt of the childcare, of the housework, of the cooking, of the cleaning, of the shuffling back and forth to dance lessons. As moms, we are expected to do it all at all times, while also managing careers. And even when we don't have a career, it's still a
Ew, what are you feeding your kids? Do you see what you put the kids' lunchbox?
don't have, even when we
Is that like
tofu?
all times, while also
I think that's a sandwich and potato chips.
managing careers. And even
What is this poison in the lower left-hand corner here? What is this?
Chips? Crackers? Like ugly crackers? Crushed crackers? She's very proud of it.
That looks like prison food. You've never been to prison, but that looks like fucking jail food.
Well, all
we
American
don't have a
food looks
career.
like that.
it's still a ton of work. And so as a working mom, I often get the question, when do you find time for yourself? And unfortunately, my answer is the same as many other moms. I don't have a lot of time for myself. And that's not because I don't have a partner who participates, because I have what I would consider an equal partner. It's because the system is not set up for working parents. It's not really set up for parents at all. We don't have affordable childcare. We don't have flexible hours at work. We don't have good PTO or sick time. We don't have paid family leave. We don't have a lot of things that we need to thrive as parents. Balance doesn't really feel possible in a system that wasn't set up for you to succeed. Balance doesn't feel.
What a fucking victim. Let me tell you about my hard life where I pay $30,000 plus a fucking year to neglect my children.
Okay.
What is she
How
doing?
about idea? I
Let's
do
hear
a
it.
video like this mocking her about my day.
You should.
But my husband said if I do that, I'll get nothing but hate and death threats.
That's good.
Okay.
Congratulations, you're a YouTuber. Okay, let's see this. Remember, she was bitching about her husband not contributing. Okay. What I do when my husband cooks for dinner.
Come with me for an evening in my life as a working mom of 4 kids, trying to make the invisible labor visible. I don't cook dinner.
Is that that kid looks black in the back?
The invisible labor visible.
Is that a is I don't know
Trying
if
to make
Does that kid look like black to you in the background?
the invisible labor visible.
That looks like I could be wrong.
I don't cook dinner. I typically trying to make
That boy looks like he's got a fade.
the invisible labor.
Maybe.
Look at that. I feel like that's a black kid.
Yeah. Maybe.
Visible.
That's a black
I don't.
kid.
Yeah.
Did they adopt? Because I saw a white arm for the
Oh
kid.
my God. What if she didn't even give birth to the 4 kids? He paid for those too. I mean, no shade, I would do that too if we had enough cheddar.
But you married a fake doctor, so here we are.
Cook dinner. I typically do not cook dinner in my house, and especially not on weeknights. My husband cooks dinner. And every single time I've shared this little fact on the internet, I get many men in my comments asking, well, then what are you doing? What are you doing while he's slaving away in the kitchen? And the funniest part about this question overall is that we never ask this question of men when their wives cook
Who's
dinner.
saying that,
But
though?
we want to know what women are doing when their husbands cook dinner. And so this is just a small example of what I'm typically doing while my husband's cooking dinner. I'm
making TikToks. I'm running around town picking up our kids from activities, and she did the whole picking up my kids in the last one, and like picking up the kids took 10 minutes.
around town picking our kids up from activities and from daycare. I'm emptying backpacks and lunchboxes. I'm washing dishes. I'm cleaning the counters. I'm putting things away. I'm swapping laundry. I am emptying the dishwasher.
That's not good for you. This is not good for your body, this stuff.
There is no shortage of things to do when you're a parent. And so, yes, my husband cooks dinner, but in the background of that dinner is a million little things that take place. It's the invisible labor that helps a home function smoothly. And it so often goes unrecognized by the same men leaving comments asking what I'm doing while my husband cooks dinner. And so this is just a small taste of what I'm doing. And what you don't even see here are the little noses I'm wiping, or the kids I'm taking to the bathroom, or the hugs that I'm giving. There is so much to do, and that invisible labor is so incredibly valuable.
My life is so hard. I have to hug my children.
Well, you know what? I should do a TikTok and piss everybody off. I mean, people already hate me. What's the point?
I know. I think the 7 people that see it will be outraged.
Yeah.
So she had a corporate job too that she got laid off from.
Okay. Well, I mean, she's a very likable person, as you can tell. So everybody must enjoy working with her and being in her vicinity.
Before everyone was bro, she go kill the baby. Oh my God. That's just wild. That's wild. That's just wild. I don't know. I could like, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to do one more. Oh my God. Here we go. My 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Caption: It's election day, and many of us are incredibly stressed about what lies ahead. I'm worried about the future and what it means for my daughters. What about your son? What about your black son? I'm worried about the future and what it all means for my son in the second sentence. I'm worried about the future and what it means for me. I'm worried about the future on others. I'm worried but hopeful that the right person will be elected into the highest office. Oy vey.
For a morning in my life as a mom to 4 kids. It is your average Tuesday. I'm loading up on coffee, packing lunches, making breakfast, and running through my morning as I normally would. Except today is not your totally average Tuesday. Today is election day. So
which has a huge impact on your children.
instead of it being your totally average Tuesday, it is a Tuesday where so many of us are feeling stress and anxiety about what the future of our country will look like. What is the future going to hold for our daughters and our sons? What's it going to hold for ourselves? What are we going to wake up to tomorrow? Because God knows we might not know tonight. Today is not your totally average Tuesday. And yet it is. I'm running to Target. I'm picking up diapers. I'm bringing my kids to a muffin shop because they don't have school today. It's a totally average Tuesday for them. And I am hoping that when we wake up tomorrow, we can have more totally average days where I know that there is somebody who is putting their best interest at heart, sitting in the most important seat.
This is a paid promotional sponsorship thing. This is fake.
I believe that. All I see is her lighting a scented candle and everybody in the house getting hormone problems.
Tree. And so until then, I'm going to go about my average
That plastic.
and I hope when I pour my coffee tomorrow, there's a much brighter future ahead of us.
So let me just see. So she had to make coffee, make breakfast, switch laundry, drive to Target, buy some muffins, come home, switch the laundry, and go to a doctor's appointment.
But to be fair, I have to take my kid to the dentist tomorrow and I'm already complaining. So I feel that.
The dentist sucks. I hate the dentist, and I have beautiful teeth. Yeah. That's just wild. I don't know what to say. I think she's so entitled and privileged that she has no idea everything that's available to her. And again, this is on the man though. Like that guy. I don't know. Oh boy, what a time to be alive. Guys, that's going to do it for us. Women they can be fulfilled if you're a man leading them. They can be fulfilled. Look at Dr. Melons. She's happy as a clam. That's why she looks so young. That and the Botox. But I will have to say that I think, yeah, this is on the man. You can't have your wife posting your, what if somebody gets crazy and wants to come to your house? Like she's doxing their whole location, they're living. And on the top of that, they live in a baller house. They're paying, dude, this guy, they are probably making as a household. Lineman can make upwards, if he's been doing it for quite some time and he's older like she is, he's probably making close to $200,000 a year. And then her influencer scam crap, she's probably making like another $200,000 a year as well. So they're making like $400,000 a year. That's like the salary of the president of the United States. And she's bitching about, oh, it's so hard, society. Like, no, you're retarded. You are a retard. Okay. Yeah, man, what a time to be alive. Guys, that's going to do it for us today. Thanks for watching. The moral of today's episode is, as a man, you have to lead, you have to guide. Otherwise, you're just going to be dragging around some dead weight that's going to be stressing you out for the rest of your life. And that's no way to live at all. So we're going to be back tomorrow for Free Consultation Friday. You're going to have to come on camera. We just don't have the call-in lines yet set up. Maybe I'll have them set up by tomorrow. But moving forward, we will continue to crank out content every single day, Monday to Friday. On the 13th to 16th, I'll be in Las Vegas, Nevada. I got to go deal and go to this workshop with the Hormozis. If anybody's in Las Vegas wants the link, hit me up on Instagram, Hot Dude Life. Maybe I'll do a link. Maybe I'll do a meetup. I don't know. But until then, thanks so much for watching. Go ahead and check out Dr. Melons on YouTube. Just type in Dr. Melons. She'll pop up. And it's Kat Khatibi, K-A-T space, I don't know, K-H-A-B-I-T-I.
Good enough.
Okay, cool. Until then, boys, we'll see you tomorrow.